To throw more light on redefining the gender roles of men, I have with me Mr. Temitope Ajayi, a life coach. You're welcome to NTA2 News at this time.
Thank you.
Let's start on this note. What are the accepted roles of men in the society?
Well, the accepted role of men in the society, in contrast to the traditional roles that men used to have as protector, breadwinners, can be defined as being equal partners, with their partners, with their spouses, having empathy rather than being seen as an authority figure in the home, sharing time with their partners and their family, and showing more interest in their family than just in the past going out just to make money and come back when children don't see them. But now some father or men they stay at home, work in remote jobs, and stay more with their family just to be there for them.
So does that now mean that the usual head of the home role is not really there? Is it because you said partnership?
Yes.
So where does that now stand, the issue of the head of the home?
Let me explain that in this context. The woman still see the man as the head of the home, but it's a partnership. Every establishment have a head, and that head, the purpose of the head is to give direction. That doesn't mean that he's lord over his subordinates or his colleagues. It's just for somebody to be in charge. But in this case, you are talking about a home. The children are seeing their father or the men as a head, but they also see their parents, their mothers, as partners in progress in the home. So unlike before, where the man is just an authority figure, shows strength, and you don't talk when he talks, it's no longer like that. Now the man is more, feels more empathy for what is going on in the home. The woman is also contributing to the home, unlike before. And the children are giving their say in the home, unlike before.
Okay, the issue of redefining roles is now on the forefront.
Exactly.
So what are the roles affecting men's mental and psychological health?
Yes, we still have carryover from the past, where men are seen as authority figures, where they don't want to be seen as failures because they are the head of the home. The buck stops on their table. And because of the way people perceive men tend to carry this belief that if they fail, the society will judge them. So they want to be financial providers. They want to support the family in times of strength. And all these things put pressure on the man, which tends to put them on the wrong negative path. Some men commit suicide, go into drugs. Some men go into debt because they want to fulfill the aspirations, expectations of the society.
So now, what is the way out? Talking about going into depression, we've already seen them as those strong pillars. So how do we now address this?
We need more trainings for men, seminars. What you are doing today is an example. The media can come in. There are voices that are speaking all over the world in terms of pushing the gender role of men. Where we have equality between man and woman, where the man sees himself as a partner in the home rather than the one whose table stops all the blames.
All right, now we have two strong Abrahamic faiths, that's Islam and Christianity in Nigeria, and these faiths have strong codes for men. Are these voices, the issue of redefining roles, in line with them?
Yes, it's in line. If you study the scriptures, actually, when you look at the Bible has specific rules for men. The Quran also in chapter 4 verse 34 have rules for men towards women, just like we have in Ephesians 5 in the Bible. But what you don't know is that the God that created also said that a woman was taken from the side of a man. That doesn't make him the authority. It makes him a partner. He said, I will create a helpmeet. When we realize that we are in a marriage to help ourselves, not for someone to dominate it over the others. I can give myself as an example. I am not the all and all in my family. I have no idea of how to manage finances. I leave that to my wife. She is very good at managing finances. So when it comes to money matters, she's the one in charge in the home. Most of the things we have achieved today in our family is due because of our prudency in managing our finances. Leave it to me. I will spend the money. Anyhow.
Okay, is it modern times that have brought about increased knowledge or change in perceptions, perhaps feminism, that has contributed to the call of redefining these roles?
If you really, yes, those ones, feminism has come into play, modernization has come into play. But one thing we must know is that the only permanent thing in life is change. The world is changing. The world is becoming globalized. Cultures are entering cultures. So definitely there will be role changes, because what happens in some cultures are different from what happens in our culture. If you look at in those days in Africa, if I want to look at an example, Okonkwo Things Fall Apart, it was a picture of a typical African man, and he failed because he couldn't adjust to the way it should be. He just wanted to be, he sees himself as a failure. He characterized his child, a daughter child, he said, I wish you were a man. And he had to be at loggerheads with his son because that one was not behaving according like him. So you see, things are changing. There's changes over the world, all over the world, and that means we must also change according to the way things are. In these days now, women go to work. Okay, if a woman stays at home and the man loses his job, the family suffers. So, but if both of us are working, something happens, we can adjust until the man gets another thing to do. So things are changing, unlike in those days. The reason it was like that in those days are predominantly were farmers or were traders. So you bring your sons in to trade with you. You give the family business to your son. If it's farming, your son takes over. But now it's not like that. I'm a teacher, I'm a life coach. Doesn't mean that my child will become a life coach. So these changes are taking place all over the world, so we have to adjust as well.
All right, in Nigeria, gender roles of men have some little variations from culture to culture. Which of these men's roles cut across cultures that need to be changed? Authority figure. One, the fact that the man is the breadwinner of the family. Yes, I believe the man is the breadwinner, but the woman is also the helpmate. So there must be a place where they meet. So this role being given to men that is putting pressure on them, like being an authority figure, a protector and fighter for the family. There is an adage in Yoruba land, it's also in other tribes in Nigeria, that if a man sees a snake and the woman kills it, as long as the snake did not escape. So taking care of the home is the duty of both man and woman. So we need to bring a line, blur the line of the traditional roles of men with the modern roles of men. Thank you very much, Mr. Temitope Ajayi, for sharing your thoughts with us.
You're welcome.
We really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. You're welcome.
You're watching the news on NTA 2, your reach out station. Let's take a break. More reports when we return.